around the midway point of the regular season. What's something you're keeping an eye on moving forward?
I'd say the trade deadline. This is the time of the season where the rumors really start to swirl and teams understand their needs. I'm interested to see which teams will make a move.
And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Davion Mitchell. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Powell, and it's Hero in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
Here's Levine for 3. No good that time. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Westbrook outside. Back to DeRozan. Hero against Sabonis. Here's Levine for 3. They get the rebound.
Well, keeping Westbrook off the boards is obviously a challenge. He has the most rebounds for a point guard in NBA history.
Now here's Mitchell. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Hero for 3. Achua with the rebound. Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
Here's Hero. Sacramento getting their last shot to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to Powell. Adebayo, a screen on DeRozan. Powell for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Now here's Powell. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Levine finds Westbrook. Stolen by Hero. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Hero outside to stop the drought. Pure from 3-point range. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's a volume 3-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from there.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Sacramento with some changes. Monk, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Westbrook. Minute 32 left to play in the first. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Achua. And here's Sabonis. DeRozan outside. Now Schroeder. The three ball. The rebound by Ware. Outside Jaquez. Here's Smith. Driving to the basket. Here's Ware. And again, it's Miami from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And so here is Miami. After the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Miami moving it around. For three, Smith. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder finds DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Monk. Clock at 2. For three. The shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami out in front, up by 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Setting the floor for Miami. We've got Jaime Jaquez, Norman Powell out there with Khalil Ware, and it's Jovic in at the 4 slot. Here's Larson, still no points. Pass to Powell. Down low. Here's Ware. No good with the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Monk passes to Schroeder. Back to Monk. Now Schroeder. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. The deep three from LaVine. Oh, that was a bomb from LaVine.
Well, look, LaVine is as dangerous from everywhere on the floor as anyone you'll see. As confident a player as you'll find.
Pass to Ware. The three is up. Counted from distance. Ware's got 6. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams changing it up here. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. Fourth, the Heat.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end, hustling hard to convert every time.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Sabonis. LaVine against Powell. 5 on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Miami has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Back to Powell. Fires the 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Outside Monk. Outside LaVine. Here's Clifford. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Heat leading by 5. Pass to Hero. Back to Powell. Over Monk. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And B.A., he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime. That's a good pass by a veteran who's seen it all, Norman Powell.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
LaVine surveys the D. And he gets the jumper to drop. LaVine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, there's no doubting LaVine's scoring ability. He can score it from anywhere.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Making some noise on their way to the floor. It's your Sacramento Kings Warriors.
Different look for Miami. Adebayo's checked in for Jaquez. Wiggins comes in for Powell. And Mitchell subbed in for Larson. Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. He buries it from 3. Hero's got 8.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Westbrook outside. And here's Schroeder outside. Knocks down the long J. Schroeder's got his first 3 points of the game.
An immediate answer. Schroeder's a competitor, and he wanted those 3 points back.
Pass to Hero. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Ware. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Oh, DeRozan with the putback.
Yeah, right there, DeRozan saw an opportunity and took advantage.
Hero looking around. Right side, Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Puts up a three. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Gonzalez for the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Heat out in front. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
You got a game within a game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Miami has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's Doug Christie's 5 as we get into the second half. The Kings trailing. Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
Here's Hero. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Powell for 3. Westbrook with the rebound. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And the basket by DeRozan.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Hero, no good.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard Tyler Hero said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Miami. Here's DeRozan. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh my, so much force in Bam's game right there.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Back to Westbrook. Sacramento passing it around. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Miami trailing. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Here's Adebayo. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Levine. Achua with a screen on Hero. Shot by Levine, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hero with the bucket.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered.
Now Westbrook. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Fades and shoots. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sabonis against Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on Westbrook. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound by Sacramento. 1:19 left to play in the third. Westbrook against Mitchell. Westbrook with the miss.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Levine. Hero for 3. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Westbrook, the pass to Sabonis. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Sabonis has got his second bucket on the night. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mitchell, a screen on DeRozan. The drive by Powell. It's good.
Well, I'll tell you, Powell can score just about any way he needs to. Contact does not bother him.
Now here's Achua. Yet to see a basket. DeRozan outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Sacramento on top. They're up by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Powell, Jaime Jaquez out there with Khalil Ware, and it's Larson in at the point guard position. Here's Larson to take the lead. Rebound by Sacramento. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Sabonis' shot is off.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Jaquez. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Ellis. Jaquez grabs the board. And it's Jaquez with the ball for the Miami Heat. Pass to Powell. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Miami, no good that time either. The Kings leading. Ellis outside. Now here's Sabonis. Ware covers. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Khalil Ware.
Nice work there to get the defender to overcommit. And Sabonis gets rewarded with the trip to the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
All right, fans. It's the Sacramento Kings Street Team.
the Kings. Tyler Herro's checked in for Miami. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And Allie, thanks. Free throw drops for Sabonis.
Well, when you think of all the big men in the league, one of the most consistent has to be Sabonis. He'll always find a way to contribute with his scoring or rebound.
And Sabonis drops them both.
It's hard not to be excited about Sabonis, a multifaceted big man who does a little bit of everything.
Here's Herro, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
And that one falls for Herro. And for Tyler Herro, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists, but last year I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Westbrook over Mitchell, rebounded by Adebayo. Powell surveying the D. Up top, Mitchell. Now Adebayo. Here's Powell. Adebayo sets a screen. Nice flush from Adebayo.
I love when they put Adebayo in that action. Bam is really quick for his size, making him hard to track.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. DeRozan! Oh, the long ball, no good. The Heat with the lead. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Wow! Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
On the wing, DeRozan. Now covers. Levine outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Adebayo.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
The free ball is down.
Well, this team relies on Herro's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Next answer, please. Let's see it. Oh, yeah.
DeRozan against Powell. Yes! Using that window!
Wow. Even when the moment is big, DeRozan stays calm and collected.
Hero! Rebounded by Sabonis. Kings trail by 4. DeRozan. Counted.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Hero. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
Well, they really needed a hoop, and Hero steps up.
Now DeRozan. Double team on DeRozan. Mitchell against Westbrook. Achua with a screen on Mitchell. 5 to shoot. 9 feet out. Oh, he drops in a sweet J.
Yeah, that's like the quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Zach LaVine, first personal foul. Second team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Zach LaVine, second personal foul. Third team. At the line for the Heat, Tyler Hero, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Connects!
Well, hard to find a more clutch performer than DeRozan. He had no problem coming up with the huge make.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Shooting for Miami, Davion Mitchell, 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Westbrook to tie it up. The 3 is off. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Domantas Sabonis, personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for the Heat. Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. From downtown. Oh, it misses. So a close game sees Miami taking this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Bam, of all the aspects that went into this win, which do you think was most important?
Our defense, man. You know, when it got down to crunch time, we really locked in, and we pride ourselves on that, like I always say. And you know, we take those matchups, those one-on-one matchups personal. And we got the stops and we got a W. We got to tough this one out.
It's always better when you can make it personal. Thanks so much, Bam.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyler Herro.